That was honestly... That was a good time.
It was honestly one of the sickest shows I've ever seen.
I think it's impossible to talk about Dethklok anymore without continuing to address how they venture out into other genres and art forms, just as we saw in the last season of the documentary. I think one of the biggest shows that really changed how the band saw these ventures was the infamous Dethklok Death Fashion Bloodbath in Milan that year. The sheer brutality of the killings in the crowd was enough to show that Dethklok belonged in the world of fashion. And that was where I got to hear my favorite song, Cemetery. I think it perfectly was like a cherry on top of the bloodbath.
It's a fantastic track.
Now, we have a very special treat for you guys on the phone right now, on the line, all the way from the Berlin Maximum Security Detention Center, the infamous and mysterious Mr. Eric Von Wiechlinghammer, everyone. Thank you. So, Mr. Von Wiechlinghammer, obviously, things did not go according to plan when you worked with Dethklok. Do you have any regrets?
Lustig. The betrayal would seem to be one crucial to my evolution. For that, I do owe them a debt of gratitude. You see, my absence from prison was a bignang de game. Vacation, if you will. Upon my return to incarceration, I experienced a renaissance of my life's work, crafting garments for only those worthy of my art. I do have one regret in regards to working with Dethklok, however. Having my eyes bear witness to the sight of their flesh, stuffed like so much offal inside my creations. I still dream of feeding the mushroom-headed one as a bratwurst to the gluttonous Vienna sausage festival chancellor.
Ah, I see. Well, despite the controversy, you're still allowed to design clothes from inside the Berlin Maximum Security Detention Center. Does that mean you're working on a new fashion line? And if so, what can we expect?
I am pleased to announce I will be releasing a new line of clothing only available to the rare few that would have the prowess to display the epitome of the human form. It is a collection made purely of vegan leather, ethically sourced from within the prison's own Kuchenleichen Schauhaus.
Eric, I'm afraid I don't speak German, so is that like the prison garden?
There are no gardens in Langstrafen and Stalt. The best translation would be your standard European kitchen morgue. You see, I convinced the guards to feed my fellow inmates on a diet I put David Bowie on for an album cover, strictly consisting of peppers and cocaine. Unfortunately, the fat white duke cheated and consumed milk. Very disappointing, very fattening. You'd be fascinated to know how quickly one loses weight. All their weight when feasting their vile, corpulent corpses on nothing but nightshade and cocaine. I now have all the vegan leather required to unveil my line, and, well, not legally endorsed by them. It was inspired by the track of Dethklok's that drove me to carry on. I call it Backpfeifengesicht. A face in need of a feast. Comes in size 0 and below.
0 and below. Interesting. Well, we will keep our eyes and ears peeled for that. Tell me, in the time you did work with Dethklok, what was the impression that you got of them?
Despite their obvious shortcomings of being liars and unable to attain their own ideals, Their attitude towards sending me back to prison was one of hesitancy and regret, they admitted. They are my only clients who ever considered me a good pal. Dare I say, I would have to consider them good pals too. Except for that dickly fuck, Murderface. His visage still haunts me.
Well, it's good to hear that you don't hold a grudge, I suppose. Thank you again for your time, Eric. Any final words for our listeners?
There are fat tummies sitting with bags of chips in front of their television, daring to say that the thin are unattractive. I only want to show them that my fashion is about their screams and illusions, and one day vomit in the widest mouths of the world that they may be sustained solely on my bile.
Oh my fuck, dude, that guy's super weird.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they still let him make clothes after everything, to be honest. And I'm also surprised we even got him on the show.
Jesus Christ.
Thanks again, Mr. Von Wiechlinghammer, for your time.
I would be fine never hearing from him ever again.
You know, I would too, but I'm still glad we got him on.